Hello you lovely people, how are you all doing this beautiful day? I am Eshna and I welcome you back to my channel and to another fragrance review video. You're aware from the title, of course. This time I'm going to review two fragrances from the Lovestruck range of Nykaa's perfumes. So these are the two ones that I'll be reviewing today. This is Tender Touch and this is Hidden Blush. So we will get into these two fragrances in details. I'll cover every aspect like all other time. But please spare a moment to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon next to it so that you are notified for all my future uploads. Now, cutting the intro short, let's quickly jump into the video. Before I share my thoughts and opinion about these fragrances, I'll quickly cover what's on my lips today. Today I'm wearing again a Nykaa lipstick. So this is from one of their creamy matte ranges. This is in the Breaker Leg shade. I don't know if you'll be able to read it, it's super tiny. But this is how the shade looks like. It's a very beautiful nude color and it's a very comfortable matte. That is what is on my lips today. Okay, with the lips covered, let's quickly talk about these two fragrances. So I'll cover the packaging for these two together. So all the Nykaa's Lovestruck range perfumes are based on the concept of love. They were introduced during Valentine's Day only. So that's the basic idea behind the series. That is, it's inspired from various stages and emotions associated with love. Are they worth your money? So that is what I will be covering in this video. From the packaging perspective, it's a very pretty cardboard box that you're looking at with heart-shaped imprinted on both the fragrances. They are color coordinated. So Hidden Blush is a pink colored bottle. That's why it's in this pink and white colored packaging. And it's all throughout the same packaging. Only a little bit of information regarding the perfume is given at the bottom. And this is pretty much same for Tender Touch as well. And for that matter, for the entire range of these two perfumes. I mean, for this entire range of perfumes, I have already reviewed Stolen Glance and Talk All Night. I'll link it up right here. I hope that was Talk All Night, but then. So with this video, 4 of the fragrances from this line will be tested. So let's talk about Tender Touch first and then I will go into Hidden Blush. So this is how Tender Touch looks like. I have already told you about the packaging. You have a safety lid here and when you open, this is how your perfume is housed. And these are all EDPs that you are looking at, both of them. So they're expected to last long. So this is what Tender Touch looks like. It's a very beautiful color scheme. A very fancy looking bottle, but a simple classy looking bottle which is quite reminiscent of Chanel's Eau Tendre or the classic Chance bottle. If you haven't seen that bottle, I'll leave an image so that you know. It's just that is transparent and this is color. It's just that the shape of it reminds me of it, not the size, because that is a bigger one and I'm not aware if Chanel is available at smaller quantities or not. Now let's talk about the scent. The lid is super secure. The atomizer is silver in color, white up my taste. So let's spray this and find out how it fares. So from the first spritz itself, you know that you are smelling a fruity, fresh, floral kind of a fragrance. Okay, but this is not the common scent that is out there in the market. Tender Touch is really not a very common fragrance, not the very common scent run-on-the-mill fragrances that you smell on a regular basis. This smells quite different. It starts off with blackcurrant and bergamot, quite an unusual combination. Bergamot's freshness, that sourness is there. And blackcurrant's fruity part is there, but mostly I smell bergamot stronger. Then it moves towards some sensual floral notes. I'm assuming roses there in this one. It's not described properly anywhere on the website of Nykaa, or in my research I have also found it's just mentioned sensual floral notes. It's not a white floral supremely base that I can figure out. And the base you have patchouli and vanilla. Now if you think that having rose, patchouli and blackcurrant and bergamot makes this a very strong fragrance. It's not. Yes, it is comparatively strong when you first spritz it, because it's not something that you can spritz a lot on yourself. It will give you slight headache, I think. I didn't spritz a lot on myself. I didn't, because I'll tell you why. I'll explain and come to it. But you can't, because of the headache-inducing probable factor. It's a very different scent. It's not a bad scent, I'm saying, but it doesn't, what should I say, it justifies the name Tender Touch in its longevity and power. It doesn't justify the name Tender Touch when it comes to the scent. Why? Because the scent is kind of starts off strong and then it fades away. It's not that it is subtle from the beginning and it stays subtle throughout. It starts off strong. The initial spritz is okay, this is good, this is strong, and then it fades away, and it fades away like this. It fades away so quick. I mean, this they claim to be EDP. This doesn't last even an hour on my skin. I will never ever recommend Tender Touch to anybody, only for this quality. Otherwise, from the scent perspective, it is quite decent. It is quite nice rather. It's quite different. It's not the very common thing that you get in the market. But it doesn't stick around. I mean, you spray this, like I am sniffing this. I have to bring my nose close to this so that I can sniff it. But I sprayed it here. Not even the area around me is smelling like this. So it's subtle. Now, weirdly subtle, because I bring it into, it's okay, it's like a lot, but when I take it away, I can't smell it. So it doesn't project. The longevity, like I said, it's not good. I didn't expect EDP to perform like this, that the longevity goes away like this. Like this one doesn't last even an hour on my skin, and I was highly, highly disappointed. My money is wasted on Tender Touch, I would say. Now, if you think that I love strong fragrances and it doesn't last, that's what I'm saying. People who are into subtle fragrances, they would enjoy this, because it is not going to be inoffensive for them, because you can barely smell this on yourself after a few hours. But that is not the case. I like subtle fragrances as well. It might not give me that longevity that a strong fragrance does, but this one even doesn't qualify as a subtle fragrance as well, because when I'm taking it, my nose close to my hand, it feels like too much. So the notes are done pretty strongly. It's just that they don't emanate, they don't project, they don't make you feel that you're wearing something that others can smell on you. You will be able to smell on yourself. If you spritz on your pulse points close to this area, this smell will come so that you can smell it on yourself. But then again for an hour, not more than that. And I tested it during winters, not summers. So that means it will not even last an hour during summer. I'm guessing. I haven't worn it in summer, so I shouldn't pass a verdict that it won't last during summer. But common sense says that I'm not sweating. If it doesn't last in an hour even in winters, it stands really no chance in summers. So will I recommend this during winters as well? No, I won't. If you are into strong fragrances, you will be highly disappointed because it doesn't last. And if you're into subtle fragrances, you will find it inoffensive and strong, because the moment you take your nose close to the fragrance, the strong sourness of bergamot hits you like anything, which is something that can turn you off. So this is it's a nice scent, but it could have been done better. The juice is not done accurately the way this beauty could have turned out to be. Now, I have smelled a lot of subtle fragrances in this range. All are not supremely long lasting, so I wasn't even expecting long lasting here, honestly, despite being called EDP. But I would expect at least 2 to 3 hours performance. That's even something that the EDT performs. EDP, 1 hour, not happy at all. This is not specific to any gender, I would say. This is kind of borderline on unisex, because even men can wear it quite easily. It's just that you need to have that nose to overcome the sourness and the strong fresh element of bergamot, because that is the overriding factor here. A lot later the patchouli comes in, and the rose heart and sensual floral notes, as they have said, that stays for a very short period. I can barely smell it. To my nose, I can't smell it. So I'm not very happy about this one. I will never ask you to or recommend you to waste your money on this one. Tender Touch, I never hardly say that a fragrance is a wastage of money, because I see every fragrance will have takers. This one, I don't know how much I can recommend people considering them to be takers, because I, being a strong fragrance lover, I don't like it because it doesn't last even an hour. And people with subtle choices, I don't think they can handle the strong strength of bergamot that hits your nose right away when you spray it. Not happy. I'm not recommending for any season or for age group or for any event or anything. Doesn't last, and sadly not going to be recommended. The price point for these fragrances are again $699, so $700. Keep that in mind when you're purchasing or you're planning to purchase, because EDP 700 sounds fine, decent. I mean, it's really affordable. But if it doesn't last, what's the point of having something in 700 that doesn't last just because it says EDP? That doesn't work for me. The other one is called Hidden Blush. Now this is a hidden gem, I would say. It's pretty, it's beautiful, it's pink in color. The design is also very beautiful. The scent, they smell good. It's just that I would have expected longer strength and all, which this one does. So this is highly recommended. Let me tell you what. This is fruity, this is floral, this is musky, very much the kind that I enjoy. Now if you think that I am only suggesting you fragrances that are very up to on lines with my taste and only I recommend fruity floral, yes I would, because I enjoy this kind of fragrance and I will only recommend a fragrance that I enjoy. This one, I'm again saying it's a different fragrance, it's a beautiful fragrance, but it has got issues from both perspective of strong fragrance lovers or subtle. So that Tender Touch doesn't justify anybody's wishes as far my nose goes. This one does, on the other hand. Maybe because it's run-on-the-mill fragrance, you have smelled something similar in the market like very commonly. That might be the case because this is nothing unusual. So if you don't buy Hidden Blush, you're not missing out on anything. But if you want to have a little bit of sweet, fruity, floral, juicy, musky kind of a fragrance in your life, then you can go for this. This is a very good pick in that regard, and specifically keeping in mind that this lasts. The notes for this was not clear anyway in Nykaa's site. So what I understand is it's floral, it's fruity, it's musky, and slowly it transitions towards a woody base. A little bit of vanilla is element. Probably the wood would be a cedar wood or maybe sandalwood or something, because the wood is very nice and mellow and very beautiful, warm and cozy kind of a feeling that comes from Hidden Blush. Now, why am I recommending you Hidden Blush over Tender Touch? Because like I said, this lasts, this performs like an EDP. It works on my skin. I wouldn't say it performs like an EDP, I take that back. It performs like an EDT. This lasts on my skin fairly for 2 to 3 hours, after which I have to reapply, and that is during winters. Now, the plus point for this is not supreme, this is decent strong, it's not extremely subtle, but you can over spritz this as well, or you can touch up as well, and it will not smell gross on your skin. It clings onto your pulse points pretty well and it gives you a good performance. It's just that it doesn't emanate so much, but it still does. Like you freshly apply this and you get into a room or head out to a place. Before entering that room, you just freshly apply this. This will then project for the next 20 minutes maximum, not 20, 10 to 15 minutes maximum. After that, this will not be projecting anywhere, but if people come close to you, they hug you, and in the close proximity, they will be able to smell this beautiful fragrance on you, which is again kind of similar for Tender Touch as well. If people come close to you, they will be able to smell it, but still it will go away. I mean, if you are hugging somebody, after application of tender touch, in an hour, they will be able to smell you. Otherwise, after that, they won't be. This is not the case here. 2 to 3 hours again, people will be able to smell it on yourself. You yourself will be able to smell on yourself as you move around and do your chores and everything. Again, this is a great date night scent because when you want to create that first impression but not blow your partner's mind away, then this will be a very good scent because it's very inoffensive, it's very mass pleasing. Everybody possibly will like this. I mean, I cannot mark anybody that this section of people won't like it. People who enjoy subtle fragrances or strong, they will enjoy. Juvenile, teenagers to 40 plus woman, they will also like this. This is such a universally pleasing kind of a fragrance. That's what I feel. Seasonal, it was launched during February, so of course this is for winter, spring, that kind of time. Even autumn you can wear. Summers, I'm not sure how well these will last because as I see, now that I have reviewed 4 fragrances from Lovestruck, as I see it, this is not meant for people who enjoy strong fragrances. So if you are okay with small, less lasting power and smelling good, then this range is something you can try. Otherwise, I would say it's not a negative feedback, just take it in a neutral way when you hear this next statement that I'm going to say. If I have to think about Nykaa fragrances, I would say go for Moa range or go for Masaba range, but I will never recommend you to try Lovestruck range enormously. If you have to try something from Lovestruck, then Hidden Blush is the one that I will say, because Stolen Glance, Talk All Night or Tender Touch, they don't last. That is the biggest drawback for this fragrance entire range. They don't last. This one still lasts, and if your chemistry, body chemistry gels well with sweeter floral fragrances, then this will cling on to your pulse points, if not Imani. So you will smell good, even if you are not attracting a lot of people with your fragrance, you will smell good. So that is why this is like the winner in this entire range as I feel it. They have 6, I have reviewed 4. I don't want to review the other 2. I'm being very clear because it feels like wastage of my money. I'm not into subtle fragrances, but still I have reviewed because people asked for a Lovestruck review. That's why I have reviewed now 4 fragrances. I'm not recommending any out of these. If you want to purchase Nykaa fragrances, please go for the Moa range. They have enormously great perfumes there. I'll link it up right here. I have reviewed their entire range. I have also reviewed their entire Masaba range. I'll make it up right here again. You can check it out. So they have got great fragrances in those ranges. In case you want to still try Lovestruck range, to go for Hidden Blush. This will not disappoint you. This is a very pretty fragrance. This is a very sweet, girly fragrance. Yes, this is not for men. Men can enjoy, but this is way too much feminine that I see a man pulling off. Of course, if you want to wear it, nobody is asking you not to. That's a different topic altogether. But yeah, this is marketed towards women and it justifies because it's very feminine, very classy, very girly, very sweet. The price point I have already covered. You can wear it entire year or autumn to spring. That is the bracket that I would see you wearing this. Summers you can wear, but probably it will wear off sooner. So that's it. We have come to the end of this video. I hope this review was helpful for you. And if you make a purchase from Nykaa fragrances, then you have a place to refer to so that you can make an informed choice. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, then don't forget to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and comment in the comment section if you have used any Lovestruck fragrances that blew your mind away. I have reviewed 4 now. None of it blew my mind away. It did the opposite way, if I may say. I didn't expect EDPs to perform so bad from longevity perspective. So that way it blew my mind away. So if you are positively blown over by any of the Lovestruck fragrances, then please mention it in the comment section. We can help each other out with knowledge, and that helps others as well. So you will also get the links of these 2 products in the description box below, just in case you want to check. I will recommend, obviously, if you want to try anything, try Hidden Blush. not anything else. Tender touch, I will not say. See, it's almost now getting away. Now I can almost smell the patchouli part coming up. It fades very quickly. I mean, the sourness of bergamot is very overpowering, and that is what is still there. So overrules all other notes in the fragrance. So not very happy with this. So it's different. It's just that it's not blended properly. That's what I feel. It could have been much better. It's in the description box below, and also you will get my social media details if you want to stay connected with me. I love people who reach out to me, and we have discussions on Instagram. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that I can help you out with your fragrance picks as well. And if you have stuck around till the end and you're watching this till this part, thank you so much. It means the world to me. If you are enjoying my content, then you might as well subscribe to this channel. And also make sure you ring the bell icon next to it so that whenever I upload a video, you are notified of it. So I'll take your leave for today. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy.